Now here comes a push from the 42. Watch that. Go to the 41. Push the 41. He's got to run on the 48, Jimmy Johnson.
I think.
Oh, Johnson gets turned.
Not again.
Kyle Busch into Larson into Johnson. And for what, the 7th year in a row, Jimmy Johnson will crash out of the clash. Big push coming from Elliott and Keselowski. Contact. Elliott slam into the wall.
Are you kidding me?
Danica Patrick, Kasey Kahne.
Oh man, oh man.
Oh,
Trouble turn 4. And it's Kasey Kahne and Trevor Bayne who were racing for the free pass.
I don't believe either one of them hit anything. I don't know if they got damaged from going through the grass, but they didn't hit anything.
And that's that razor's edge I was talking about. Just not a lot of grip when you're side by side.
Well, Larry as much as said we were going to have one more caution.
That's a big break for the 4-car guys. That's what he needed. Now he's got himself in position to get back in this race. Big time.
I mean, they were battling hard for that free pass spot. They were racing for 14th, and they are still the only 2 cars 1 lap down.
See what happens here. Bayne's right down on the door of the 95.
Yeah, he gets loose pretty early.
Just couldn't hang.
I mean, he did a great job. I think he would have saved it, but then made contact with the 6 car, and that brought both of them around. Now
we'll wait from the ruling from NASCAR, because with those 2 being the only cars on the lead lap, 1 lap down, whether either of them would receive a free pass. Yeah. Usually the car that brings out the caution is not eligible.
Yeah, which one
do you think it ought to be?
I'm not making that call.
Yeah, he got in the wall. 95 got the wall a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like he went to make a run on the outside of the 19.
Car darted to the right, got in the wall. I could see all the rubber. The tires have been rubbed. See right here, he gets in the wall, bounces out in front of 88 of Bowman.
Nice commemorative graphics on Kahne's car. In 06, didn't he win the fan vote and the All-Star race in the number 9 of Ray Evernham? That's the same style 9 on Kahne's car tonight.
This track has that double dog leg, and it really straightens out right at the start-finish line. Now, he was getting a big shove from behind. He had a big run from the draft ahead of him and just tried to take that momentum wide, and the wall was right there.
Yeah, I think that was some of that aero stuff that maybe, these guys are learning as they go.
And I'm sorry, that was 2008 when Kahne did that. This is the 10th anniversary of his All-Star win. So Bubba Wallace, who did not pit, will start up there with Kasey Kahne, who got 2 tires. Austin Dillon, who got 2.
I think I see him going back to the back.
I think that's Bubba falling to the rear.
All right.
Lot of discussion among the drivers as to where they're supposed to be lined up right now.
Wallace pitted too soon. That's why he's sent to the back of the field. Geico restart zone. Here we go.
That's the first time I've seen him start 3 wide here in Michigan.
Well, I don't think it'll be the last. He's got to get aggressive on these restarts. Really aggressive.
Kasey Kahne around the outside. Can he hold it against Blaney?
Yeah, this is where the battle is going to be between the 12 of Blaney and the 4 of Harvick.
Look at Kahne. He kind of pulls him down the back straightaway. Hadn't seen that in a while.
Whoa.
Harvick sends it in.
Yeah, and the 12 of Blaney slid up the track a bit.
Boyer right there as well. 4 wide behind. Spinner. Turn 4, and around goes Daniel Suarez.
I got 3 right here.
I thought they'd make pretty quick work of Kasey Kahne, but boy, if he didn't do a pretty good job of holding Harvick and Blaney off, we'll see if he can do it again.
Green flag.
I think Harvick's going to have to hold off his teammate, the 14 of Clint Boyer, in that outside lane. No, Harvick does an excellent job being aggressive on the bottom lane, and it's going to move up in front of Kasey Kahne, take the lead.
Yeah, I think Harvick knew he needed to get in front of Kasey Kahne right here on this get-go, because Kasey was pretty hard to pass there before that caution came out. We see him back here. Looks like that's Kasey Kahne behind him. Looks like
he close to the rear bumper, the 31. Kasey just gets in his left rear a little bit.
He was going to turn down. Stenhouse was going to turn down to try to make that pass. Kasey Kahne was there.
Looked a little like Stenhouse might have had to pedal it for Ryan Newman just in front of him.
And I think that's what Kahne saw, was he saw where the 31 was backing up a little bit, started to go low, and so did Stenhouse.
Yeah, that's not on. That's not Ricky's fault.
That's just racing.
That's a racing deal there.
That was just pure racing.
But boy, was this close.
Martin Truex Jr., he's never won at a restrictor plate racetrack. Has 3 wins already this season, wants to make it 4. Kasey Kahne on the outside. Back to racing at Daytona.
Another great restart for Truex. It gives Bubba the signal to go, and Bubba gets up there and gives him a good shove.
And so much damage on the right side of the 43 of Bubba Wallace, but still running up in the top 3.
Good and tight on the top side. Bottom's tight too, so Truex is going to stay down there, get the help from that. Here comes the top. Here comes the top side. Truex
3 wide.
Not going to block that. He's side by side for the lead. He's actually going to lose the lead. Kasey Kahne.
Kasey Kahne, after running at Hendrick Motorsports for so many years, loses his job there. Goes to the 95 team, and now Kasey Kahne leading the field at Daytona.
Now, you don't think Kasey Kahne's going to block, do you? I can promise you, leaving Hendrick Motorsports, going to drive for this team, he wants to prove to the world that he can still drive a race car. You're going to see some aggressive blocking from Kasey Kahne.
Kasey Kahne, the control car in the 95, and they're all coming up to speed together, nose to tail. The top 14 cars.
I don't know. I don't know if that outside line is going to do it for Kasey.
Kevin Harvick on the bottom. Kasey Kahne up high. Under 6 laps to go. Down the backstretch they go again.
Harvick's still there, and he's got the momentum. 78's going to side draft the quarter of the 95, inevitably. But the 95 is hanging tight on the right rear quarter here of Harvick on quarter exit, but Truex going to push him through here, I believe.
He needs Bowman to get behind him. The 95 does.
Truex
not
clears
there.
him.
Harvick to the lead.
5 to go.
And now Harvick will try to block whichever line has momentum.